ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ರೈತರನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಲುಪುವಂತಹ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಕೈ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಣಕಾಸು ಸಚಿವ ಅರುಣ್ ಜೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕುರಿತಂತೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಜನಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಜನಾಥ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅವರು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಭದ್ರತೆಗೆ ಆದ್ಯತೆ, ಸಿಟಿಜನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ತರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅರುಣ್ ಜೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಇವಾಗ ಈ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೇರ ಪ್ರಸಾರವನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ.
Which fulfills that manifesto. This Sankalp Patra is one of a government which is going to continue in power and therefore wants to expedite the path of progress of this country. This manifesto, in a season of manifestos, is not prepared with a tukade mindset. It's not even prepared with an Ivy League mindset. This has been prepared with a strong nationalist vision, and it has been prepared after a detailed consultation by a committee headed by Shri Rajnath Singh Ji across the country, and is therefore rooted in Indian realities. Those who failed in the past for decades, not for years, can manufacture fresh ideas for the future. But those who have delivered in the past have a credibility to offer a roadmap for the future. 2014 was an election in a cynical environment. There was high levels of corruption, there was policy paralysis, there was indecisiveness of leadership, and obviously there was a government which had paralyzed decision making. Our security scenario was also gloomy. Both the BJP and our prime ministerial candidate at that time, Shri Narendra Modi, held a hope. And therefore, in a cynical environment, that was an election which promised hope. Today, the environment is entirely different. We have a government which delivered. Our new security doctrine makes India into one of the most powerful nations in the world, where our deterrent itself is our best defense. Different. We have a government which delivered. Our new security doctrine makes India into one of the most powerful nations in the world, where our deterrent itself is our best defense. Not only our three conventional forces and our paramilitary forces, our ability in cyberspace, our ability in outer space, and our new policy of striking at terror at the point of origin has received global support. This is a new security doctrine for the future. And therefore, we will reject all ideas for the balkanization of India, which many others in the political and public space promise. And we will act completely with an idea which promises to make India one of the strongest and the secure countries of the world. This is the first 5 years that India was globally the fastest growing economy in the world. Our fiscal prudence since 1947 has been the best ever for a 5-year government. Our inflation has been the lowest compared to what our predecessor government left behind, a double-digit inflation. We are the first government in history which consolidated India's middle class and which brought out the fastest depletion of poverty. Previous governments had only given slogans. Prime Minister Modi's government delivered resources to the poor. We are the only government which, for the benefit of the people, including the poor and the middle class, not only controlled inflation, but actually gave to India a 5-year tenure where taxes were only reduced, never increased. This was done with the idea of putting more money in the pockets of people so that they could spend more. But we expanded our base, we expanded our collections, and we